This year marks the 50th anniversary of the bicentennial, 1976. That's right, one of the greatest music years ever. We got The Song Remains the Same that year. The first ever Platinum Album Award was given out to the Eagles in '76. And Paul Simon gave the greatest Grammy speech in history.
Most of all, I like to thank Stevie Wonder, who didn't make an album this year.
The number one album in 1976? Frampton Comes Alive, of course. The number one movie? Rocky. And the number one TV show of '76? Happy Days. Hey. Trending on bass in 1976, the Fender Precision. Disco music. And Stanley Clarke. So without further ado, here are the 10 greatest bass lines of 1976. The number 10 bass line not only went to number one, it was the number one single of 1976. The first single released from the Fifth Wings album, it was Paul McCartney's 27th number one hit song in America. Oh, and he plays a little bass on it too. I'm mixing it up already. Number 9 is a brilliant bass line from the brilliant Bootsy Collins. His incredible solo album, Stretchin' Out in Bootsy's Rubber Band, came out in '76. But my pick is from another album Bootsy played on that same year, fresh off the success of Parliament's Mothership Connection from the year before.
Whoa! They say the bigger the headache, the bigger the pill, baby.
This is one of the greatest funk bass lines ever. It's a 2-bar phrase where bar 2 is set, but bar 1 lets Bootsy do his thing. The bass line at number 8 is one of the most popular songs by one of the most popular bands from Ireland, Thin Lizzy.
Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak.
From the same album that gave us the hit song The Boys Are Back in Town, this is an awesome lick played with an insane attitude by Thin Lizzy's legendary frontman, Phil Lynott. One of the biggest names in music in 1976 was ABBA. The Swedish quartet had won the Eurovision Song Contest just 2 years prior, but their fourth album, Arrival, released in 1976, would put them over the top. Number 7 comes from the second single and features the bass along with the vocals during the chorus.
Monday, 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 must be funny.
And it was played by one of the architects of the ABBA sound, the late, great Rutger Gunnarsson on bass. We can't talk 1976 and bass lines without including Stanley Clarke. He was, by all accounts, redefining the bass, upright and electric, and what was possible on the instrument. When his fourth solo album dropped in 1976, though, he became an icon. School Days is not just a great album. It might just be the greatest true jazz rock album. And at number 6, Stanley shows us why he's the best. At number 5 is one of my favorite bass lines from a group who, in about 1 year's time, would be everywhere. Kiss was my generation's version of the Avengers, only they played music. In '76, they released their 4th album, Destroyer, which featured an epic story song about a young fan and a car crash. The bass line is not only memorable, it's said to have been crafted from R&B influences, and it was played by the demon himself, Gene Simmons on bass. In 1976, Steely Dan really started to hit their stride. Their 5th album, The Royal Scam, was lyrically amazing and musically stunning. And at number 4 is the lead single, a song about an LSD chemist featuring one of the greatest guitar solos of all time. But for me, that rhythm section is special. In just 4.5 minutes of magic, did anybody do it any better than Bernard Purdie on drums and the great Chuck Rainey on bass? I will always think of 1976 as the year that Jaco Pastorius officially arrived. With just a handful of recordings, he flipped the entire bass playing world on its head. In '76 alone, he appeared on recordings with Pat Metheny, Ian Hunter, Weather Report, Joni Mitchell, and released his own stunning debut album on Epic. At number 3 is the first real Jaco groove that ever caught my ear. It's an incredible rhythmic, melodic, and harmonic introduction to the world's greatest bass player. The bass line at number 2 was a game changer for everyone involved. Boz Scaggs' 7th album, Silk Degrees, started streamlining popular music and created a group from the musicians that played on the record. The album wasn't initially successful, but when a DJ from Cleveland started playing the first song on side 2, it broke fast. Lowdown not only went to number 1, it won the Grammy in 1977 for Best R&B Song. And it features one of the great bass lines of the 1970s, played to perfection by the great David Hungate. A bass line that was multi-tracked when he recorded it, which you can really hear during the bridge section. amazing. There's no way I could cap this at 10. There was just too much great music that came out in '76. But I can include a couple of honorable mentions. The first is from one of the biggest rock groups of the 1970s, Queen. The way they fuse together classical and rock music is just unmatched. And the way John Deacon plays bass on the Millionaire Waltz is so good. I also couldn't make '76 happen without mentioning Stevie Wonder. That year he released his magnum opus, Songs in the Key of Life, which features iconic music and bass lines that are synonymous with playing the instrument, including this immortal bass line played with exactly the right note lengths by the great Nathan Watts. Number one comes from the soundtrack of a little film that came out in September of '76. A musical comedy about an LA car wash. It's an incredible time capsule of a bygone era. The group Rolls Royce had 3 top 10 singles off of that soundtrack, including the iconic title cut. To me, nothing says '76 more than that disco groove and those iconic fills played by the one and only LaKinked Duke Job on bass. So, that's my list, and I'm sticking to it. These things get harder every time I do this. Yes, I had to leave out some great music, but I'd love to know what your favorite bass lines from 1976 are. Let me know in the comments. Until next time, check out this video for another bass-centric trip down memory lane.